All right, chat. Giveaway is open. Exclamation point raffle. What are you going to win? What are you going to win? Got it right here on the desk. JD Lady, thank you for the 100,000 ink drops. Enter to win the Sapelo XL. An old Notco awesome side project. It's a big A5 envelope, so it's got an A5 thin notebook in here. You can fit the thicker bound ones, and it's got some pockets in the front for pens, 3x5 index cards, things like that. Schmevelin, 51 months of something. Let's go. Let's go. Good morning, everyone. Glyph, I'm sorry you got the COVID. It is going around. It is going around big time. I think my kids have been sick. Everyone at school's been sick. We haven't had like positive COVID tests yet, but some of the kids' friends have gotten flu. So here's a closer look. Pens, Pencils Plus, 37 months in a row. All right, so what this is, if you're not familiar with this case, this was a short run product that we did, just like a bag in a bag. It's like a slip case, kind of very thin, but it holds kind of a lot, which is kind of like the magic. Well, good. I'm glad to hear that, Andrew. It's a mess right now. So that fits here. You can fit like the field notes or index card type of stuff's right here. Sorry, I have all kinds of things going. So like that's like the 3x5 pocket, and then you have pin pockets at the front. Like you can throw things in. So this is a really neat case. Just kind of like not like really a one-off, but we didn't do like big runs of these. We did really small runs of these in several different colors. I probably have about 6 or 8 of them left to give away. So I thought today would be a good day. Today would be a good day. And this is one of the Notco A5 notebooks. Today is National Waffle Day. Get out of town. Get out of town. So, cool giveaway. Thank you again, JD Lady. You're almost fully better. Just really hoping the wife stays healthy. Yeah. Rough. Someone send help. I'm melting 10 a.m. and already 81 with 87% humidity. That humidity number is ridiculous. What do we got here? What do we got here? What up, pen nerds? Garface McGar. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. We have weather check. 80 degrees, feels like 85, humidity 75, no wind. We're gonna be on one today. Only 95 today, chat. We have hundreds this weekend in store. We have 100 degree gang rise up. 100 degree weekend gang rise up. Yeesh. Yeesh. Corinne B, 46 months of summon. Let's go. Ooh. Let us go. All right. Let's do this giveaway. Toby is officially pacing now that we've started. It's gotten loud in the house because I'm screaming, and Toby is running back and forth with this toy, which is great. He's trying to find a place. Trying to find a place to hang. Yeah, I'm talking about you. We're on the chair. We're in the living room. We're on the floor. He doesn't want to run the giveaway. Getting your weather from last week. Hydrate. I will. He knows it's time. It's hilarious. Like, he lays on the couch just upside down, like, for the past hour. And as soon as I start doing this, he goes and gets his toy, and now he's just, like nesting. All right. Posture check. I'm feeling pretty good here. Hot still on Orlando. Bring them shorts. I will bring them shorts. I'm playing golf the Wednesday before. The raffle is closed. You got to be early, quick on the draw. So I'm playing golf the Wednesday before the show. Which could be very sketchy. We will definitely have some Sailor 50 States, Georgia going on that day. That will be funny. All right, let's pick a winner. Tokyo Banana, recent convert to the stream, second time winner already. Gonna fly into Orlando this time. Got a really cheap flight. Isn't the hotel close to the airport? Isn't that like a relatively like pretty close thing? Aren't we like on the airport side of town where the hotel is? If I'm not mistaken. Tokyo Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, I think so. Tokyo Banana underscore. Maybe they only reply if I say underscore, for because there could be another Tokyo Banana. So Tokyo Banana underscore. What would days you be there? Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I'll leave at the end of day Saturday. Like I'll probably get out like 3, 4 o'clock on Saturday, so I can get home. It's like a 5.5 hour drive for me. So I'll leave late afternoon Saturday, but I'll be there. I'm coming in Wednesday to play golf Thursday morning. Then I'll be at the show Thursday evening, all day Friday, most of the day Saturday. Tokyo Banana's already gone. All right, I'm going to give them one more minute. One more minute, just in case they have a disconnect. You'll probably leave earlier than I will on Saturday. I mean, I'm not trying to rush out Saturday, but I will be there in the last. I will not be there probably like the last hour. Like if I'm still there at 4, I would be surprised. But I'll probably be there around 3 because all I got to do is, like literally, all I've already checked out. All my stuff will be in the car. I'll just gotta say, all right, see ya, and get the car, get hitting the road, and then I'm like instantly on the interstate. Yeah, your drive is hour and a half. Strings and pedals, yeah, where are you at? Are you on a plane? All right, we're going to have a redraw here in just a second. You have to be present to win, chat. Them's the rules. But we do give people the opportunity, if they get disconnected, give them a few minutes to try. Hour and a half to the exit, and Turnpike another 30 minutes. Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, I think it's like 5.5. It's less than 6, closer to 5, but I'll probably stop. All right, let's redraw. Sorry, Tokyo Banana. Let's pick another winner. Max writes a lot. Max writes a lot. I hope so, because you can use your writing stuff for this. What movie is Strings and Pedals watching? The Pen Addict Live. That would be a terrible movie. Max writes a lot. Are you present to win? Must be present to win. This is the same group who entered the first time. Is this the first someone joining us from the air? I think we've had some other. They're also gone. So Twitch had serious problems yesterday. So I'm fine waiting several minutes for that people to... Currently, I was watching Severance. Ooh, Severance is great. You think you'll be able to finish Severance? That's the key. Dormouse Desk, 14 months of subbing. Severance is definitely one of the best shows that I've seen in recent memory. Huge fan. Actually, I need to rewatch it. So Max writes a lot. We're going to give you 2.5 more minutes. They only have 3 episodes. Oh, lame. Well, that's a problem. That is a problem. Peggy Love, 34 months. Let's go. I know the bot is... we usually don't have many vanishing points here. This is the when people vanish from the stream. So I haven't seen any issues today. I've been watching other streamers today. No one's been having issues. Yesterday, Twitch had a mess on their hands after I got done yesterday. Yeah, rerolls at the beginning. That's what makes me like be even more patient in the beginning if people are getting kicked and have to rejoin. So we got about another minute here, and we're gonna do it again. This is the show today, chat. I guess I say that every day, but this is probably what we're doing. Like, we're just gonna click the raffle button. I really have no plans. I want to talk topics. Sorry, I do have another stream up. So I'm claiming drops in the stream. 5 giveaways, you say? No. No. I was really close, chat. And this will go into what we're going to talk about today. Topics. Don't tell me your topics yet, because I need to be able to write them down. I'm really close to doing a Closet of Doom stream on the Lap Thought. Sorry, a low-end pen thought. I hate the Pilot G Pen tips, easily bend and hard to fix. What's the Pilot G Pen? I'm wondering if that's a regional name. Or like the Precise with the needle tip? Precise with the needle tip? Helps. Alright, this timer is almost up. The G2 doesn't bend because it's conical, so I'm wondering what needle Pilot makes the Precise is the needle tip. Receive your spoke fountain pen and love it. Nice. I enjoyed building that one. That was a really neat. Not a lot of people do cyan on cyan in the barrel and then swap the grip. It looked really, really good. G-Tech 3 or 4. Ah, okay. So the G-Tech C. Yes. So the Hi-Tech C name in the region. So G-Tech C or 3 or 4. Interesting. Like those needle tips are pretty narrow. I haven't had a problem bending them, but yeah, that can definitely happen. They're just finicky to begin with. All right, so we're gonna do. Y'all ready? Is someone gonna be here to win this? Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready? Next winner, pick a winner. JD. Now this is gonna be funny. This was JD Lady's bits, ink drops. JD Lady lurked. Oh, they made it back. JD Lady hit the lurk for the meeting. This is some stuff right here. Has anyone done a redemption and won their own redemption before? I've been waiting for this to happen. I mean, it took 3 clicks to get there. JD Lady, email me your address. That's some rig stuff if I've ever seen it. But like it wasn't the first. It took 3 entries. Who has won? Has anyone else won their own redemption? Hey, JD Ladies, you deserve it. That's exactly right. All right, I need a matching. Toby did this. Toby has vacated the premises. I don't even know where he is right now. So he bailed on me. All right, JD Lady, email me your shipping address. I am shipping today when I'm done with stream. So, I can ship today if you shoot me your address. So get back to work. Thank you, JD Lady. I appreciate you so, so much. Very cool. Rigged. Yeah, I still feel like it was a little bit of a rig. It was the Sapelo XL, which is a thin, kind of like a bag and bag setup. So it's designed for it's like an A5 pouch. Someone who did redemption later won a regular giveaway. I think yeah, Miss Cookie, I think you're right. Twitch is stuck in dark mode and it's messing with my brain. Yikes. Hey, Darrow. Yeah, this was, I'll just go ahead and say, like, this was a smart design. Like, I'm really happy with this design. It's just not like a universal type of thing. It's a pretty specific product, which is okay. Like, I'm good with designing for specific use cases. All right, let me set this over here. Because I have all the stash of stuff. Skogsy, are you, when are you going to the show? Are you going today? Are you there already? Are you flying? Are you driving? Did you take a road trip? What are you doing, Skogsy? Once you need light mode, it's really awful how many site services do not test new features against light mode. True. Flying out at 2. Roger that. All right, so next question for Skogsy. Do you check your pins or do you carry on your pins that you're selling? My favorite coincidence is when Greg won the matching set of rickshaw sleeves. That was a trip. Hey, Avis Era, we just did a giveaway. We're really just going to hang out today. We're going to chit-chat about projects and carry on for sure, right? Like, I was assuming that, but I always like to check. Like, I can't imagine what, like, Sarge Miñas's carry-on is like. It's got to be, like, it's, like, literally hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of carry-on. And I guess that's why, like, he's got to fly with Jazz so they can have all the carry-ons. Have you seen CY's post on the penny design with Ben Walsh? I did. I actually have that pen here. I have one of their demos here. It's really nice. I'm liking Ben's anodized colors, the blue. Yeah, I have it right here. Oh. So that's the pen right here. Who will rewrite the review of that pen? We're not going to review this one because it's not. This is too alpha to review, I believe, in my opinion, and I think in their opinion too. But you can rewrite a review if you get one of the new models, like one of the launch models or a closer. They do not want me to review this one. Was there another winner? Great Scott. Oh, I think I hit the keyboard. Great Scott won. Great Scott, are you here? Is Great Scott here? I will send you something. Can you show the refill mechanism? I cannot. Under Great Scott, you win an accidental giveaway, so I'm gonna pull something out for you real quick. When I hit the button, like I hit the flap, hit the enter button, and it picked a winner before I cleared it out. So you won something. You're gonna get a default win here, but I haven't pulled out what you're gonna win yet. It's Great Scott. Go ahead and email me your shipping address. And I will send you something today. And I'll show it to you. I'll find something here. The fill mechanism I find to be more intuitive than the Conan approach. That was their question to me, Andrew. So they texted me after I got it, or I talked to CY, and he's like, "All right, give me your thoughts." And I said essentially what you're saying, and he said that's exactly why we didn't send you instructions on how to do it, because we know you could do it, but I wanted to see how you thought about the process could you figure it out easily without instructions? And I told them it was much easier to fill than my Conan, which I always have to bring out the instructions for. So yeah. But I cannot show you under, they asked me not to like show you the mechanism yet. But I'm sure they're going to be showing it this weekend. So it'll be out this weekend, and I'm just going to let them do it. I'm going to behave. Is the Closet of Doom cleaner? Is that why the video? No, the Closet of Doom is messier and needs to be cleaned, hence the video. So, yeah, we shared the link to that yesterday, Darrow. All right, Great Scott. Let me find, what am I going to... Yeah, so I'll just let them show it, and because I don't know how, like, this version is not near final, they told me, so I don't know if this has, I don't know, whatever, but they said I could show it like this and use it and talk about it. They did not want me to show the mechanism, even though it's essentially done. Pilot Blue Black, Andrew, which you will appreciate. Looks pretty sick in there, so there you go. It's really good. This is going to do really well. Have they said price point yet? I have no idea. All right, Great Scott. Great Scott. All right, let's do a Write Notepads. Let's do a Write Notepads. Mix and match for Great Scott. What's this? Man, I'm just finding so much stuff back here. Sorry. All right. Okay, here we go. We'll do a Write Notes, Field Notes. All right, this is Great Scott's. 640 to 660. Pens GY has at the show are numbered and every nib is hand ground, so those are more like 660. Well, that makes That's completely fair. With a gold nib, yeah. All right, great, Scott. I'm sending you this 2 right pads. This is, what edition was this? Copper Anniversary. It's like a little mini ledger format. The Shown Design, which I don't know if he still does these. That's a pretty wide dot grid. Who was looking for a wide dot grid? You can't see it. That is like, that's at least 6. 600 is a standard MSRP. That's completely fair. With a gold nib. And then the field notes. This is the, what's this called? Labs. Facebook Labs. Andy sent me this from back when he was working. So this is for Great Scott. Right notepads seem to have wider dot grid. Yeah, Delgo, maybe go look at right notepads and see what they list as the specs. That is not 5. That's at least 6. Maybe 7. Do you guys prefer pens with or without rubber grips? I'm good either way. Like not in fountain, like in standard pens, I tend to like the rubber grips. Yes, accidental winder. That's fine. All right, let me get this out of the way. Did you see the Kickstarter update email from Ajodo? I have not. What did it say? Was it good or bad? I'm looking for, it has their expert reviews. I don't know who the first guy up is. What's the name? I definitely have not seen that. And they have not asked me for an expert review, just an FYI. I'm going to Japan next month. Everyone played for my wallet. Facts. Facts. I'm no expert. Then you definitely want to check the mail. What's the person's name? Do you have that handy by chance? I'm curious. It's they deal with like a lot of people in the art world too, and you know they have a wide ranging fan base or customer base, I should say. I know, wash you these all together. Great Scott. You're gonna make me go look, Sergeant Story. Rhymes with Smadley Dowdy. Oh, really? What the hell did I say? I haven't done anything official. They definitely didn't take anything official from me. Well, shit. Oops. And nor did they tell me they were doing this. The only thing I've done, I did the original testing last year. And the only other thing I've done is what y'all saw on stream and the Instagram post. We sent out, okay. Oh, so it's on my, all right. Sorry, Luna, I love you. Luna, hope you're doing well. All right. Results and feedback influence way different. Okay, Pinac review and stationery expert. Okay, so they just took some clips from the Twitch stream. That's funny. Okay, that's funny. And then Merber Draws got out there. I did see Merber's posts on Instagram. Artsy's Nibs, I haven't seen. Roland Nissan, I follow, but I haven't seen the testing. Vincent Villager, designer. Cool. Okay, I'll go back and look at that later. Hi, that's me. I would have made it nicer. So yeah, big fan of number 2. Did I just say that out loud? Jodo paper number 2, I should say. Don't clip that part of Jodo. That you need to Jodo, if you clip that needs to be in like the bonus level. You get a free clip of Brad saying I like number 2 on me. So they're probably not in this Twitch stream or have never seen this Twitch stream. But when I posted the picture, I said I discussed it on Twitch, and I bet they went and looked. I literally haven't talked to them since this project launched. They seem to be a little bit busy. But I do talk to them frequently. Where are my samples now? I don't even see them. I put them somewhere. All right. Hi. What a stream, chat. Toby has returned. He's done playing. He's chilling on the couch. He's chilling on the couch. I'm no longer answering number 2 questions. That said, let me see if I can pull this up. We did get a Rasa first look on Mastodon that I shared. Are you kidding me? All right, let me find. Let me see if I can find this. Why does my password not work for Mastodon? Give me just a second, chat. I know y'all want to see some of the Rasa stuff. I'm listening to the earlier podcast, and one of Mike says to you, I need to get that out and use it. Number 1, oh my God, what is this stream? I was about to say like way too much. I'm going to pass on that. Pass. Pass. Oh my God. All right. Let's see if I can do this, chat. This is the only thing about using like the auto-generated passwords that are like mega secure is when I have to cross-pollinate from an Apple box to a Windows box. But I want to show y'all this. This will be a good conversation. It's just going to take me a minute. Odds are y'all taking bets on if I get this right the first time. Hell no, I didn't get it right. God, I am cussy today, chat. Oh, yeah, I know. I hate fountain pens. All right, I'm going to try this one more time, and if not, I'm just going to move on. But I'll see if I can figure it out. I probably don't need to log in, but ooh. Hey, we did it. Sorry. Use a password manager? I do use a password manager, but it's only on iOS and Apple devices. I don't have a password manager on my Windows device because it's only singular. That's how I got this passcode. All right, let me find this post. All right. Share this with you. All right. First impressions with Masubi's new Rasa paper. This is from Tom Carding on Mastodon. It feels soft but smooth. It performs best with medium nibs or narrower. Broader nibs with wetter inks and feeds come up at least a size up. If you've tested a lot of papers, you know exactly what Tom means by this. It's basically the expectation of your line versus the actuality of how the line presents on the page. So my Pelikan M1005 with a medium nib and Sailor Sobuku became almost triple broads. It loves saturated ink, but multichromatic ink doesn't come out well. Dry time is fast, no ghosting or bleed. Great paper for journaling. Wild sheen, carbon black shine, silver, Venta, Duong, off the charts. All right, so let's look at a couple of these pictures. So the pictures are kind of hard to tell. Let's see if we can embiggen these a little bit. So there we go. Let's see if I can find. So that Pelikan M1000M, the very top one, that line does not look triple broad to me whatsoever. That looks like a Sailor, like a giant Sailor medium nib, maybe broad. Non-velour Horizon Aura BB. So it's really good for feathering and bleeding. It's not having any issues. It doesn't show the lighter color multi-shaders very much. So Kimberly's already sent me pictures. She'll be getting the some. She already had some at a table last night. I didn't know if they were hers or she was with Daryl when she had them out. Okay, so this Platinum 77.6 soft medium Sailor Seiboku. Like, I mean, that's just such a large handwriting. That's like 2 lines high, so that's like 10 millimeter line. That looks a little wide for a SM, but not bad. See this Lamy Dialogue 3 medium? That's not wide at all. Like this Dialogue 3 medium, that's almost narrow to me. Like that looks good. And then the last one shows some of the sheen. So there you can see some of the sheening here. So that's that Venta. So anyway, seems like pretty good. Like I'm definitely gonna want to try it. Oh, Blake Broadcast did a short on the Rasa. Let's see if I can find it because Blake is who does the Paper Mind. So that review I'm doing this week for the Passpiade, Blake is the one. Blake's broadcast is the Paper Mind. So let's see if I have that on here. I never watch shorts, so. New paper alert removes you, Rasa, first look. Okay, let me pull this up. Are you sure it doesn't seem wide because they're writing so large? No, you can kind of look at the line thickness. Like, you can't totally tell, right? I'm making some assumptions.
We have a brand new paper from Atelier Masuku. This is the Rasa 83, the Fountain Pen Revolution Ultraflex nib. We did see some damage to the surface. Same with the Pilot 6mm parallel. Well, interestingly, though, we did have some problems with the Pelikan M1000 Fine. In terms of the fountain pens, calligraphy pens, flex nib pens, we did see spotting there. We did also see spotting on the Pelikan Fine M1000. We also saw a little bit on the Montblanc Starwalker medium point, which was surprising and kind of unfortunate. This is a Papermind Cosmo Airlight hardcover notebook, and with the Ultraflex nib, I really pushed on it, and we got no bleeding. The the paper color, the Rasa 83 is more white than Cosmo Air Light. We are seeing more line spread on the Rasa 83, unfortunately. The main differences between Cosmo Air Light and Rasa 83. Rasa 83 is whiter, its surface is more delicate. It does dry slightly faster. In terms of sheening and shimmering inks, to me, I can't tell a huge difference. Congratulations to Atelier Masubi. Developing your own paper is a big deal. We have a brand new paper from Atelier Masubi.
So they're saying, oh, sorry, could you not hear it? My bad. Oh, let me throw this in the link so for y'all to see it, for y'all to click on it. He's saying generally the same thing about the wide nibs are very wet on the page. Blake's had a little bit more bleed through the page, but like everything short, like the two that he called out in the beginning were both Pelikan M1000s and then a Mont Blanc medium. Those are pretty inky nibs. So maybe it's good for me with my fine nibs where like I don't like Cosmo Air Light at all for any nib. And it does take your medium nibs and makes them write like a broad nib. So yeah, similar. I don't throw that much ink that Blake did on them. So it might be good for me. But if you're like a very, very super ink, very broad nib, very heavy inks, maybe it's not going to be that good. But then you're also probably having trouble in general, right? Finding stuff. So yeah, I think that's the first short I've watched and I can't even tell you. So there you go. So I'll be interested to test this out for sure. Looking forward to it. So that's a good jumping off point. What do I need to test, chat? Let's talk about topics real quick. What are some things I need to test out? And then we can get into like broader topics. So like, what products do I need to review is question number 1. And then what broader topics that's not a review do I need to cover? If y'all have any ideas. So I like to do, we haven't done this in a while and I like to do this from time to time. So the Rasa paper for sure. And Kimberly's already on that, but I'm still going to write it down. I'll show you what I'm doing here. Products for beginners is always a good topic. So what I've just started doing is, so I keep a little topic list. I took out my last topic list. I refreshed my plotter. So I have a new bank of the blank pages. Kaweco Ebonite. I'm going to write that down because I could maybe, I don't know that I'm going to buy it per se, but I might can get that from a retailer. So is that the Leonardo? Yes. So right there, you'll see number 2. So I'm going to do a pilot nibs for Monday. Coming soon, the Leonardo matte. Like I'm totally reviewing this pen. It's really good. So I'm going to try to keep up with these topics. If I miss your topic, Brad, since you're impressed with the Pilot B nib now, did it pique your interest to pick your Pelikans again? No, because Pelikan nibs are softer and bouncier the wider and bigger they get, in my experience. And the plotter, I was reading that next question. The Pilot is, I won't say it's stiff, but it's firmer than Pelikan. How come your Leonardo looks different? Because it's a matte finish. So this is one of the most recent ones that they did. So it's not a shiny finish. It's like a flat finish. And it's almost like satiny. Dip pins. That's a great question. See, I'm not... All right. So here's the problem when I ask these questions. Y'all have such good ideas that I need to start writing some of these down. It's always good to revisit the beginner stuff. So give me a second. I'm scrolling back up and writing a few things down. There are fountain pen ink brush markers. Let's see. Advantages, disadvantages of pigmented ink. That's a good one. I don't think we've done a dedicated pigmented post. If we have, it's been a long time. I will say I had a little trouble. I had to do some extra cleaning on my Lamy. So I was using the Octopus Fluids Write and Draw Petrol Buffalo in here, and it performed great. Like, I really, really liked it. So then I used most of it, and I wanted to switch this out to orange ink. So I had the orange ink cartridges for this. So I went to clean it, and I cleaned it, and I thought, and then I still saw some like blue on like the feed here. So I was like, oh, well, maybe I forgot to clean the nib, which is possible. Like, sometimes I just forget to do that. And so I went to clean it out, and it was really kind of gunky behind the nib, and I didn't get the feed all the way out. I actually tried, but I didn't want to break it. So it took me a minute to clean it. I got it completely clean, but it was not what I expected. So, but when I cleaned it from like my TWSBI, when I initially reviewed it, it was spotless, like completely spotless. So I don't know what the deal was. Maybe these feeds are just pretty hard to clean, right? These Lamy feeds. So anyway, that was a pigmented ink question. All right, so got that. Do I still use my Plotter Mini? I have not used it. I don't know what I'm going to do. I might just have to give it away. Dip pens. I think we should do a dip pen comparison, especially since I have probably a good 5 different styles. So between the Kakamori, Roaring Cleaner glass dip nib, I have a folded nib, I have the Drillog, and then I have the Kakamori standard nib, which I don't like. The grip and ink windows are different too, so that's just the version 2. So I'm running behind on y'all's chat. So this is the Memento. What is the exact name of it? They confuse me on their recent namings, but this is the Memento 02 with the ink window. Is that true for Pelican's gold nibs or just the steel? I think I missed that question. The matte feels great. Oh, it looks more pastel lighter. So there's a very light side on this, and then there's a very dark side on this. So it depends. Like there's variance in each. That's the thing about these pens is no two are alike, right? So you could get a very bright one, you could get a very dark one, or you get mine that's like half and half, which is just random. Like I didn't pick this out. Like if you go to a pen show, you can pick yours out. I just ordered mine from Goldspot, and this is what showed up, and it's kind of just perfect. Hey, Ali Mal. Curious on how that matte finish wears over time. Yeah, this is my first one. I did like your newer categories for the beginner top 5. Nice. Grail pens. I don't have any interest in talking about Grail pens. Like, just because I don't really have, like, a Grail pen, like, thought process. So that wouldn't be good for me to do. Are y'all saying top 5 fountain pens for kids? So I am, like, again, chat, I'm going to keep saying this over and over. I'm behind on your chat because I'm writing some of this down. Current state of non-fountain pen machine pens market. Nib grinds and mods 101. Yeah, the basics. I like that. I can do that. As a lefty, dry versus wet inks. That's always a good topic. That's a really hard one to handle. I'm going to note it down, and I'm going to tell you why, though. It's not always the ink's problem or benefit. Sometimes it's the nib, sometimes it's the flow of the feed, sometimes it's the paper. So it's really hard to define that, right? So I can tell you an ink dries fast or an ink dries slow or how it feels when I write, but that's in that particular pen with that particular feed, with that particular nib on that particular paper. And is that going to translate to your needs? It's very hard to define that stuff in a black and white kind of way. It's a great question with an almost impossible answer because of infinite options, if that makes sense. Let's see here. Are you enjoying the logo too thin? It is not. The logo is almost perfect. It is not even remotely too thin for me. And the grip section is great. And I've been liking the snap cap. I did switch back to a stock EF nib. What's funny is this nib, now that I put the black nib on here because I have an EF one instead of the needlepoint that I was using. When it's funny, like the nib looks like a black hole when I open the pen because it doesn't look any different upside down or right side up. Like it's very weird. I was like, I'll pull it out. It's like, am I holding the pen the right way? So that's just a funny more than anything. But yes, the logo has been really, really good. Shout out Sergeant Story for that. New edition of Pen Horror Stories. And we do need to put that down. So I thought I managed to dodge all the Yovo housing cracking issues until I tried to clean one of the Edison Colliers recently. Interesting. Is it a newer one? Or like, is it old? Like, have you had it a while? Yeah, I haven't seen that come up recently. So what was I going to write down? Pen Horror Stories. That is coming soon, isn't it? I still haven't read Toasties that they sent me. I try not to read these ahead of time, but I will put out a request for this next month. Pen Horror Stories. Nib swapping. That's a good question. Nib swapping possibilities. So there's definitely different levels to that. Glass nib shootout. Okay. Do your family nick stuff off your desk? Never. Because they don't like all this. They mostly don't use fountain pens. Dip pens. The Sailor Hokoro is standard metal nib with feed. Does the Hokoro have a feed? The Pilot one does not have a feed. Just on the Megalinity, I see the follow-up to the nib swapping one. The reason why there's not a lot of articles on that is because there's not a lot to say. Because there's hot swappable, which is usually just it stays in the same category of nib, the same maker. And then there's hacks, right? Which some people will hack feeds and things to make things fit. Like, I'm not even going to approach that subject. So that's why it doesn't, that's why we don't talk about it too much. It's like ones and zeros. Like, it either does because it's the same or it doesn't. Or you can force it. So, do you have the gold or steel nib on this? I have steel extra fine flex. But it doesn't flex, really. It's just a little bit bouncy. So this is Yovo's standard cutout nib. It just gives it a little bit of bounce, but it's steel. Memento Zero Grande 2.0. Thank you. Yeah, Leonardo Memento Zero Grande 2.0 Primary Manipulation 1 Matte. Building on the podcast from the Chicago Pen Show article, where all the reviewers review the same product. Yes, we have a list. I have an email from Kimberly, but I need to update that. Software Refined Redneck. 7 months of 7. Let's go. Okay. Yes. Naper Villain. I really want to do that. which means I need to review the Aurora. And then get... So one of the things we're going to do for that Naperville that I have on the list is I'm going to pick things out that I like that I think Kimberly might not like, but it would be enough, she would like it enough to test, and then give her opinion. And then same with Sarah, same with Jeff, right? Things that I like that are not in their wheelhouse, and vice versa. Chat's being very fountain pen focused. Fountain pens are a much broader, confusing category than standard pens. I'm always interested in what goes into your purchase decisions as someone who already has many pens. That's a great question because I've been thinking about that a lot over the past year or two. Ever since I decided to do this Pen Addict 100 thing, I've had a little bit of a different philosophy on that, and I should try to find the words to put down on that. So yes. So we'll say current purchasing philosophy. It's definitely less. That's also, we could just call that the sailor question. Have you ever discussed Plotter Narrow versus Bible and how you chose? I have, but I don't think I've written a blog post. Have I done a Plotter? I think I did a Plotter Narrow blog post. I will write that down. Because I talked about how I didn't like the A5 for my needs. And apparently the Mini 5 is not working for me either. But I'm going to work on that. Luna says you should talk about different types of erasers for pencils. That is such a good question. Like an eraser shootout. Because there's some bad erasers out there, Luna. Tell your dad to buy you good erasers. Tell your dad that he should buy you only Tombow mono erasers. And you'll be much happier. Have you done a post where you go through the vocabulary with examples? That's a good idea. To show and tell vocabulary. I like that one. From user to maker, getting into making pens. That is not something in my wheelhouse, but it's a good question. We would have to do a guest post. I could write guest post. With all of our meet the maker people. See if I can recruit someone. Gretchen Mayberry, 29 months of subbing. Let's go. All right, good. Swapping nibs in a pen not designed for them using something like a flexible nib factory. So, Darrow, I really like that question, and here's why I don't do that. I'm not saying I won't do that. I really dislike messing with other people's pens on the record. Does that make sense? That's a scary proposition for me. Dutch Bill Penman, you should, yes. Are you saying send me an email of like the ink and paper and stuff combination you use? You should do that, yes. How do I determine whether a nib ink combo is dry versus wet? It's literally like dry time. You gotta account for paper in that too, right? How quick does Like literally just running your finger over the page. I do a 5-second, 10-second, and 20-second smudge, and some of them dry, and like by 10, some of them are still wet at 20. So, and if you get one that dries between 5 and 10, that's crazy. Crazy, crazy. It's almost horror story time, yes. Trends products that you thought would catch on really didn't. That's a good one because I would have to think about that. Like I couldn't even answer it right now, but that's a good thing to think about. Okay. Are you doing a review of the new Platinum Black ink? Probably. I don't own it yet. That's on the list, but I just need to buy it. I think I will. I don't even know if I spelled that right. I need to send in a horror story. Please do. Just put horror story in the subject line, and then I'm just gonna like file it. Like I don't even read it. Toby that one time was a the newer hardcores come with a removable feed. Okay. Then actually I probably should write that down. Because I think the feed ones are just better, right? Like I have the Kakamori not feed, no feed one, and it's just I don't understand why. Like why is that a thing? All right. Let's see where we're at. Yeah, hot swappable. Yeah. Which pins are hot swappable? Like none. Like I don't like it's the nib, right? Does a pin maker use Yovo? Then those are swappable. But like Pelican nibs are not going to swap with Platinum nibs unless you're willing to like be like a welder and solderer. Unless you're a Kiritisa. Before pin show season, pin show basics, and what to know before you go. I think we've done some posts. If not, I can share some posts on that. How long until it takes half a page to name a Leonardo pin? We're about there. Yeah, pin show could be an annual topic. We should do that at the beginning of the year. Pinatic, do I get to join the queue? That would be funny. I bet I'm the black sheep. I don't even know what you mean. That's how far behind I am. So far behind. Hopefully you know what my above comment is about. I actually do not. But you're going to put it in there now, and I'm going to see it in like 10 minutes. I bought an empty pin case to the show just in case. That's a good move. I dream of an A5 plotter one day when money is not such a problem. They're very expensive. Sakura foam. Yeah, that's just not as popular or accessible. Topic suggestion, how to store inks long term. It's a good question. I think that's a pretty short reply. Dark and temperature controlled, right? You don't want temperature variance and you don't want darkness. And if you haven't used an ink in a while, don't shake it up before you open it, right? Open it, see what it looks like on the top. Let's see here. How to choose the right person for nib grinds. There is, I don't know that I can answer that. That's just Like, I don't know if I could like put that down. Like, there's no bad choices, but the type of grind is going to be pretty, like, your basic grinds are going to be pretty similar between most. Like, everyone's going to do like a stub and a cursive italic generally the same way. Like, I almost don't think like there's a bad choice, but if you have someone who does like some specific stuff, like that's kind of how. Shop your stash post, that's a fact. That's a good one. I think Rachel's Reflections has been doing that. Or someone's been doing that. Or is it line variation? Someone's doing that. My daughter's teacher wanted pink pearl erasers and it just broke me because I know that there are better erasers out there. Yeah, pink pearl is just like the basics. Kneaded erasers, yeah. Like, good luck getting a kid to use a kneaded eraser. For your Meet the Maker post, what about Brian Goulet from the standpoint and going from maker and retailer and designing limited editions with other manufacturers? That wouldn't fit in the concept of that post or that article category. Doesn't mean we wouldn't do like a Brian Goulet thing, but that's not going to be a Meet the Maker. So both of you hosts have a lot of pins. What considerations go into your purchases now? Yeah, so I got that one from you, Skogsy, for sure. Messing with other people's pins, like putting washi inside of them. Damn it. No bod. Besides the coloring decks, I've been thinking a lot about ink swatching and logging notebook. What tools, how much writing loops, hash marks, notes about properties, any stuff I would like to have for a reference. You would be a good... I need to hit you up for that, honestly. But I think that could be expanded on. I think that's actually a good... this is all... A lot of ink questions kind of can be summed up in, like, what are you looking for when you're swatching, logging inks? Like, should you buy something like the Ink Journal? Should you go with just the plain pages? Roll your own? Go with something like the Colodex? Like, there's all different... Like, there's no universal way to solve this problem. So how do you start thinking about your own personal stuff? I could put some thoughts into that. No. Yes, Brian made wood pens to begin with on his apartment balcony. Nib Wars, 40 months of subbing. Let's go. Thank you so much, Nib Wars. Glad you're here. Appreciate you. We're way behind on chat if you're just joining. Horror story when your dog sits on the enter button gives away all the things. Facts. Reviewers queue for comparison, joking. Oh, I see. Yeah, the comparison thing. For the Hokoro, you have to buy the feed separately. The weird, endlessly creeping forward nature of yearly planner releases. I joked about that a few episodes ago, about how, you know, we're at the point where if someone feels like it, they can launch, hey, our May 28th start date planner. Like, yeah, I have definitely joked about that. Good morning, all the hobbies. So I need a new sparkly Hokoro. Gotcha. Faber-Castell dust-free block eraser is handed down the best eraser I've ever used. I have not tried that one. Oh yeah, bad choice for nib grinds. First step is to check reviews to eliminate anyone that is not a rep for returning pins. Yeah, where would you find those? Where would you find those reviews? Did you ever publish the article on what you look for, expect for from a limited edition pin? No. I could put some brain cells on that. Y'all are nice to put up with me so far behind in chat. Ooh, Clear Obsession says, while traveling, how to select the proper stationery according to the type of travel and duration of staying. That is my kind of question because I overly think about that kind of stuff. Heck yeah, we're writing that one down. Let's see. I like it. Has anyone tried the engineer nibs from Monty Winfield? I will pull that up in a minute. I'm almost caught up, I think. How not to be brought in by FOMO? Gosh, that is a brutal question. Does anyone else need a grid of inks by wetness, dryness? If that is made or is easily available, I think everyone would need that. My Twitch stream keeps dying. I know they had problems yesterday. I had problems after stream yesterday watching streams, but I haven't seen any issues today or heard of any. The best way to be aware of FOMO is to not be aware before it sells out. I give myself 3 days to really assess if I want it. I have a planner that started a week ago, but it's a Jewish 13-month planner, and the last month of the Jewish year just started last week. That makes that I at least buy that logic. But like when the student ones come out, but everyone's student calendar is different, so there's essentially like a start for every month of the year. That's a little much, right? Brad has nearly caught up to chat. Have I? Oh, I think I did. I'm not scrolling anymore. Oh, the fountain pen subreddit is generally fair for reuse on bad vendor behavior. Yeah, that's a good. You had to drop the frame rate? Have you thought about streaming on YouTube? No. Lots of people seem to be jumping ship. I haven't seen any jumping ship. But maybe I'm not paying attention either. All right. The Japanese April calendar starts with tied to their company fiscal year. True. But then they will back that up with a student one that starts in May or June, and then a U.S. student one which starts in August or September. So like it's just a bunch. All right, I am officially caught up to chat. Let's bring this back here. I'm using the Leonardo Memento Zero Grande 2.0 Primary Manipulation 1 Matte Finish. Did you get all that? Did you get all that? Have you thought about streaming on Mixer? Mixer was really good. I liked Mixer. Yeah, I'm not leaving Twitch unless Elon Musk buys it or something. I mean, it's not that Jeff Bezos is any better, but at least we can manage some stuff. I have no intention to leave Twitch unless I'm forced to leave Twitch. So I definitely will not be going to Kick. Kick will not be where I end up ever. All right, let's do a giveaway since we did one right out the jump. That was good stuff, chat. Keep them going if you would like, if you have any topic ideas. So the reason I do these topic ideas, one, I want to know what I should be reviewing product-wise. But two, it's pretty clear to me, y'all have more question, like general question exploration than tell me about this product stuff, which is important. That's really good feedback. Kick sponsors your favorite F1 team though, because that's like a what's the energy drink guy? Like that's exactly what's probably gonna happen here. What's that? What was that dude's name? No, not Bang. Sergeant Story. 25 gifted subs. My goodness. Yeah, Rich Energy. Rich Energy. Thank you. Yeah, Kick is like a Rich Energy situation. Mark my words. No, Rich Energy. Oh, Sergeant Story, thank you so much. That is way too kind. I really appreciate that. Yeah, the beard guy. There was supposed to be a book coming out about the Rich Energy. If you got a gifted sub from Sergeant Story, give him a shout out. Check out those emotes. Have amazingly fun time in the chat. Which you don't need a sub for that, but Sergeant Story is super nice. We have a clean divide in the chat log now too. Well, I'm finally caught up, so this is good. I'm glad I'm caught up. We should also do a. I should also do a Twitch post. I should do. You know what I need to do, chat? I need to do a capitalism post. I haven't promoted myself on my blog in a long time. I don't even know if I've done it this year. To I should at least twice a year promote the Pen Addict members product, and I never do, and I'm the worst. I'm the worst. You need to post featured clips on Twitch. What does that get me? Or why should I do that? What mixed media books would be good for fountain pens? It's a good question. Helps with discoverability. Gotcha. When we get gifted subs, we let all the alerts go. What just happened? Definite madman. I don't know that I'm completely broken, but I'm yeah, I'm pretty close to broken. I'm definitely having temperature changes and goosebumps. I don't know what has gotten into you, Sergeant Story. I mean, I appreciate it so much. I can't thank you enough. That's amazing. Yeah, did Toby sit on your keyboard, Sergeant Story? That's what I have to wonder at this point. Did Toby sit on your keyboard? All right. Excuse me. So yeah, you've pretty much broken me now, which means I'm about to do something cool for a giveaway. All right. So I've had a product sitting in here that I've given away before, and it was returned to me because someone said, hey, it's really not for me. I entered this giveaway. It was very cool to have received. It did not work out for me. Can we re-gift this? So I think let's re-gift a pretty nice pen that I've given away. I think I gave it away on the blog. I can't remember if I gave it away on the stream. It is what I think it is. It is not, but I still have that Stretch. That's another one. This one I think came off the blog, if I'm not mistaken. It could have come here. But Stretch, yours is sitting right here in the front, for sure. So let's do this while these alerts are going. So someone had this, a very good friend. I don't know if they're here. They were here earlier, I think. Handed this back to me. So this was given to me to give away, and it just didn't work for the person who won it, right? It didn't work. I think it was a size thing. There you go. So Jackie, One Dog Night, shout out. Jackie's like, you know what? It just didn't work for me, right? I don't know if it was the nibs were too fine. I don't think it was that. It's a fine nib. So this is a pump filler. Yeah. So this is a pump filler, Edison Menlo. Too fine for you. Yeah. It even comes with another nib, so it's got a fine and an extra fine nib. So this was a pretty cool addition that they did. So thank you, Jackie, for being like understanding like what works for you. Like, and it's cool to give it back, to like give away to someone else. Like, hey, it didn't work. Like, you took a shot, it didn't work. Hey, let someone else try. So here we go. It's a good pen. And it comes with 2 nib units. So these are special nib units that have this kind of tube connector here to get into the filling system here. Helps fill it with ink. So let's give this away in honor of Jackie giving this back for another giveaway, and Sergeant Story gifting all this maddening amount of subs, which is amazing. So thank you to everyone. Thank you, Sergeant Story, for all the gifted subs. Thank you, Jackie, for getting this back in my hands. And let's pass it on. Yeah, it's beautiful, but I figured passing it along was the PA thing to do. That is a great way to put it in, and that makes me like super happy. So let's give this away. Let me get my let me give this set up. So this is, we're gonna keep blinging. If y'all want to talk sweet to the bot, now's your time. Now is the time, probably before I launch into it. Now's the time. Say nice things for the block. We're gonna hear these dings for an hour. We let them go. Gifted subs get all the dings, all the shaky boy ads. All right, here we go. Giveaways open for this beautiful Edison Menlo 2015 limited edition. Anyone can enter. Anyone can win. You don't have to be a follower, member, subscriber. You don't have to live in the United States. You must be present to win, and you must be willing to email me your shipping address to ship you this pen too. So there you go. So we have things stashed. We have things stashed for special occasions, chat, and this is one of them, I think. Right? Seems like it to me. Seems like it to me. This is pretty interesting because, like, if this came out in 2015, like that's this edition here, Edison Menlo Nouveau Premier 2015 Fall Edition. Like, people were doing like black plated nibs then, but not it wasn't a common thing to get the black plated nibs on it. So I'm just waiting to buy the Newark Orion from Brad one of these days. That will never be sold. That is like way up in the rankings of favorite pens. Like way up in there. What did you miss? Lots of gifted subs. So we're giving away an Edison Nouveau. And then we were working on topic list. Whew. Man. That got me going good, chat. Got me going good. All right, I'm going to log back into Instagram. I must have cleared my cookies or something. Oh, I think when I was trying to fix Twitch yesterday, I erased my browser history and cookies and all that, so I'm going to re-sign into everything. So I wanted to pull up this Instagram that you sent me about the Monty Winfield nibs. We'll talk about that later. Definitely got some dirt in my eye. Oh, that was not it. That was not it. We're doing a raffle. Is it still going? We got about 10 seconds left to get in on the raffle. About 10, 15 seconds. And it's over. It is over. It is over. Always got to throw the provisional raffle entry just in case. You never know. You never know. All right, so let's give this pin away. Let's give this pin away. We ready? We ready? I hope Jackie wins it. That would be amazing. Panda Veej! Recent winner, not first time winner. Jackie didn't enter. Oh, you should have entered just for the lols. Yeah, the bot is running hot. The bot will do that sometimes. The bot will run hot on winners. Like someone can win 2 or 3 times in like 2 or 3 weeks and then not win again for a year. Panda Veej, that's you. I'm gonna make you email me again. Email me hello@pinaddict.com. Tell me you won the Edison Menlo. Beautiful. I hope you like. I hope you enjoy. Here we go. I don't know how many more alerts we got going, but I'm just gonna drive y'all crazy. Thank you again, Sergeant Story. That's just, I don't even know what to say. I have no words. That's amazing. I appreciate the support and all the community support as well. Pretty awesome. All right, we're going to look at a couple of Instagram posts, and then I'm going to go. My son is sick. He's getting picked up from school. My wife is off today, fortunately. But he's going to go to the Doc in a Box and get checked out. So we're going to wrap this up pretty soon. But I want to look at a couple of things. I can make it do alerts for the rest of the stream with more gifted subs. Let's save them. Save them for another day. Save them for another day. Yeah, Tyler's been lingering sickness recently, past couple of days, and now I think he's just wondering, like, does he have strep throat type of stuff. So, all right, let's look at this. So someone sent this in a minute ago. Does anyone raise your hand, Monty Winfield nibs? I have not got to try one yet. But look at this. This is what's tripping me out. Tripping me out is the metal housing. So the engineer nib has a super smooth and bouncy architect-like normal side and an extra fine reverse. It also has a unique titanium overfeed, which keeps the tines aligned. Interesting. Would the overfeed really keep the tines aligned? How does an overfeed keep the tines aligned? I'm pretty sure I could unalign the tines, especially if I'm writing on the opposite side. But still, like, I get it. Overfeed is usually for wetness, I think, right? To, like, have more ink flow. I've never heard it to keep the tines aligned. I'm also not a nib maker, so maybe that's a thing. You have a regular Monty Winfield pen. All the ones I've tried, Inky Love, like that I've held, look really, really nice. I've seen people at pen shows use testers in ways that would unalign the whole overfeed. Facts. I wonder if the titanium housing would end up cutting into acrylic sections. So I have a metal section pen. I think it's from Ben, and a acrylic cap, and I'm already like shearing it, right? Like I don't like that titanium is so sharp. Excuse me. So, yeah, I've never heard of an overfeed to keep the alignment in. Man, Stripper got dinged. I guess. So yeah. But Monty Winfield does make some cool nibs. I've just never had the opportunity to purchase one. So like this overfeed here is definitely like seems like a more of a inky overfeed. So one of these days I will get one. Is that a standard size housing? It's hard to say. Like, I can't be definitive. I mean, if they're making nib units, yeah, they could be. Oh, they're built for his pens? Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if they're like Yovo Universal. So the next thing is when I popped open Instagram. Let's see if it's still here. When I popped open an Instagram, this came up. So I was waiting for this. Ian's new pin was ripe for fun. It was ripe to be a platform for fun colors and stuff, which is pretty sick. He didn't say this was coming, but it was pretty clear the way this pin's designed, it's a killer platform for stuff. So I'm glad I waited. And especially, yeah, the nib matching. So I'm definitely glad I waited on that pin model. Does this pin model have a name? Still, okay, there it is. Still yet to be named, so. Mike, Ink Dependence Mike, since you work behind the table, did you have a favorite of this model between the black or the natural Ultem? Because I think I changed my mind. But yeah, that's pretty sick. I think the natural is the move too. And I didn't think I would say that. I thought I was going to say the black one. I think the natural is the move. I agree with you, Mike. The black looks sick. I didn't think I would like the natural at all. But I saw the natural Ultems. It's better than I thought. Yeah, yeah. These are just on Instagram. He's launching these at the San Francisco Pin Show this week. So he will have them tomorrow at the Pin Show. So yeah, I'm with you. I think the I like the natural Ultem. All right, why is this making noises? All right, I need to jump off and go see how I can help with Tyler. Who do we got here today? We got Lely Bean up. We got Eric. You know what? I need to go. Let's raid Eric because I need to get his email address to do some emotes. So let's do this. Thank you. Hopefully he's good, but his is lingering. So y'all know I got sick. Then Elizabeth got what I had, and we were both over it in like 2 days. Tyler hasn't gotten as sick as us, but his stuff is lingering. Like, he's not shaking like the low-level crud. So we're going to take him to see. He's really complaining about his throat. Like, it's like maybe we want to check for strep throat kind of thing. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's just regular virus stuff that's going out. There's so many kids out of school right now. Like, it's just that time of year. All with everything ramping back up, COVID and the flu, and then getting all those kids together, they're just like so many kids missing school. All right, so we're gonna go raid Eric, and I'm gonna see if I can interrupt Eric and get his contact info. If you have not been on one of our raids to Eric, he's a really fun artist. Does a lot of writing and caricature stuff live on stream, and it's just a fun hang. So y'all go say hi. Y'all have fun in San Francisco. Send me all your pictures. Tag me in all your pictures. I'd love to see what y'all got. All right. And then we'll talk next week. Bye.